Anton Daniels, I'm gonna get straight to the point with this one, right? First and foremost, let me say that I'm gonna try to keep this one real respectful. You know, I never really knew about you. I've seen from time to time the thumbnails in your videos. I never really clicked onto your videos till recently. And just yesterday, I'm realizing that you know, you was making videos about me or whatever the case may be. So I've clicked on some of your videos and I listened to you. And you sound like you try to represent yourself like a man with some integrity, right? Now, here's my thing. How do you represent yourself as a man who stands with integrity and you stand next to Charleston White, especially after his last move, this last movie that he made, right? I see at one point in time, I hear that you distanced yourself from the man and then you started dealing with him again. And I'm like, you know, as a father, right? I'm a father with autistic children. I have more than one autistic child, right? And to see Charleston White go out of his way to befriend Woody, a dude that got popularity because of the YSL trial, and he's a hot commodity. Charleston White finds his way into this man's life like a leech, the same way he did me, the same way he did the mothers of Tuka, FBG Duck, and others. To keep himself relevant, he's injected himself in lives of people, acting like he's an activist, and then turning around and showing the world over and over again that he's one of the most evilest, the most wickedest men. And then turn around when he get caught with his hand in a cookie jar, it's entertainment. Let me say something to make you laugh. Let me steal a little bit of Hassan Campbell, mix with this one and mix with that one, and go to a more popular channel and regurgitate what everybody else says, right? This is what Charleston White has been doing. Now, Anton, and yeah, I'm looking for a response, and I'm keeping it respectable, my brother. I'm going to keep it respectable. Even though I've seen you make videos about me in the past, talking about my situation and people not letting me dumb out. If people are your friends, they won't let you dumb out. See, here's my thing, my brother. I had to keep myself relevant in a fight that nobody cared about. So whatever it took for me to do, I was Charleston White before Charleston White, wilding out all over the internet, trying to stay alive. I was told the minute I got off the internet, I was going to get my snot box rocked. My TV was going to get turned off. So I could have used the help of a lot of big platforms, other platforms like yours. But instead, you stand next to a dude like Charleston White that went out of his way to say some, I'm not even repeating some of the stuff that he said about YSL Woody's daughter. And my thing is, hurt people hurt people. If somebody said something hurtful to Charleston White, I could have understood it, him responding out of anger, like how people antagonized me when I told the story of what happened to me. I became Hassan Campbell. Me being on the internet wasn't an easy task. People had things to say about me that wasn't very nice, and it was hurtful. Me being a child, I got judged by a grown man. But Charleston White went out of his way to pick and start damn near every fight that he got into to keep himself relevant. And he turned YSL Woody's daughter into a casualty all over the internet in front of the world to see. Made fun of her being autistic, made fun of her having a crooked wooden leg. And for me, he could have pulled up on Woody at any given time to unleash anything that he had to unleash on that grown man. Now instead, he got wicked. And us as men, us tribal leaders, as villagers, people, we have platforms. And I ain't just talking to you, Anton, but I'm definitely talking to you because you out of all of them, I can't expect St. Cheese to have integrity. Especially a platform that Charleston White built. I can't expect for St. Cheese to have integrity. And the the Italian or the Mexican, the Dante show, whatever his name is. I don't expect him to do that neither. I expect him to do what the colonizer do. But you, my brother, you stood next to that man and you standing next to that man and you inviting him back into your platform, into your house after he done committed treason. He verbally assassinated that little girl all over the internet. Charleston White, do you know how many parents out there wake up every day finding out that their child is autistic? And it's the most painfulest thing in the world to find out that your child is not going to be regular. And when you die, that autistic child is still going to be with a kid's mentality. And even ones that's in the higher spectrum will never fully be normal. You know what's crazy? Yeah, that's a story I tell on a whole nother video. Because being that I'm a dad of autistic children, I think this is the door for me to open up the avenue to have conversations to the parents out there and teach them that's new with autistic children about the trials and tribulations that you're going to face. The fears, the tears, the growth, the love, the happiness. Anton, I expect more from you, from the way you represent yourself and the way that you say that you carry yourself. Charleston White is a nasty individual. And now him sitting up there talking about, oh, he turning back to God. God don't want no hypocrite. He's disgusting. And he doesn't stand for nothing. He never stood for any children. He's never done anything for any children. That man is a master manipulator, a.k.a. a liar. I don't know if he was created by the CIA, the FBI, or the DEA. I just know that he's going through his humiliation ritual as he elevates in his riches. It is what it is. I ain't got to sit up there and make this a long, drawn-out video. Pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. People will sit up there and smile in your face all the while they want to take your place. Isn't that what you did, Charleston White the Woody? He was getting too much attention. So you got next to him just same way you got next to me, but you kept it on the internet. We were supposed to get next to each other in real life. Then I had to fall back for you because you ain't have no respect for Math Hoffa's kids, a nigga that I'm not dealing with now. But at the same time, there's principles when it comes to this. You attacking people, kids, for no reason. Just to keep yourself relevant. You'll do anything to stay on top. And that's what makes you dangerous. It is what it is, man. If you got an autistic child, express your love for autism in the comment section of this video in support of our children and the children all over the world that's autistic. Hit that like button, hit the share button, hit that subscribe button, and pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. I'm out.
What's going on? Is Anton from antondaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. In the airport, about to catch another flight. I got to shoot over to Germany and then head over into Romania. So you know me, about business, taking care of business. And I got my friendly shirt on. So my response to this video that you guys just seen, hopefully will be pretty brief. But I'm going to directly address Hassan Campbell from some of the concerns that he said, right? So you've seen the video. It's no point in me going back over it. So let me just give you my insight, right? So here's the thing, Hassan. When it comes to Charleston, it sounds like y'all got a little bit of a tiff going on back and forth that I'm not familiar with. I don't know the history of everything that Charleston is involved in, so it's difficult for me to speak on. You are, I guess, holding me accountable for allowing for Charleston to have conversation with me on my platform because you got a disagreement with him. You got to address him, big dog. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Y'all disagreement. Now I understand that as you described it because I wasn't familiar with the fact that you have an autistic child. And, you know, I hope that is, you know, a decent situation. You say you love your child and all of that. I think that's awesome, bro. God bless you. Congratulations. But guess what? Has nothing to do with me. And more importantly, the conversations that Charleston and I had, I would say 75 to 80% was about his experience about getting arrested and politics, right? I wanted to get his insight on what was going on with the election. And I wasn't familiar with what was going on with Woody. So if you look at the interview, if you look at it in its entirety, I know it's a lot to look at. But if you look at the interview in its entirety, I'm like, what's going on with y'all? I'm not familiar with it because I don't keep up with that side of YouTube and stuff like that, right? And so with me and him not having a conversation about all of the different things that's been happening in his life, I wanted to hear it directly from him than hear it on the internet. Now, he didn't go into detail or explain anything as far as what him and Woody's beef, as far as him saying something about his daughter. He briefly mentioned it, but again, I'm not familiar with it. So you probably gave me more insight than he did, because that's not what we talk about offline. Now, as far as me and him falling out at one point and then linking back up, we did run into each other in Detroit, and we chopped it up, and we handled it like brothers. We handled it like men, and we said, hey man, let's catch up and let's talk about it on the pod, and let's rock out. And so that's what we did. And so now that we're cool again, because that's what people do. I'm sure you're familiar with the idea that people fall out and then they get back cool. But me and him, we didn't really fall out over nothing major. It was just, I'm sure y'all familiar with it. It was a minor tiff, minor disagreement. And when we ran into each other, we chopped it up. We probably discussed it for about 20 seconds. And then we was just so happy to see each other and see each other in a good space that we was like, hey man, let's connect and have a good time. So we partied the rest of the night. We ain't talk nothing about none of that stuff. We just had a good time. And now that everything is cool, and even when things wasn't as awesome as it should have been, unless I'm addressed publicly by somebody that I know in real life, because I've met his mother, I've met his brother, I've met his family, he's met my family and stuff like that. Unless I'm addressed publicly by somebody that I know and I have their phone number, I don't talk about stuff that we may have a disagreement with online, because I'd have to, address and deal with how people perceive me from a reputation perspective. So then I'll address that, but I still don't even say everything that we talk about or we deal with or anything like that, because if I have a disagreement with them, I'll just call them. Y'all will never know about it for somebody that I have their phone number unless they address me publicly. You will never know what kind of disagreement. So if I heard that Charleston did something that I don't agree with, I'll call him. I'll kick it with him. Hey, what's up, baby? What y'all doing? Y'all chilling? We're left.
I'm about to go to the restroom.
All right, let me finish up here and then I'll be over there with y'all in a minute. But yeah, man, if I have a disagreement with somebody, I'll just address them behind the scenes. That's just kind of the rules of the game of how we kind of do it in Detroit. I don't know how y'all do it over there in New York, but if I have somebody's phone number and we have a disagreement, but we cool, you know what I'm saying? We have a level of admonition for each other, regardless of how they live their life and how I live my life. And he may go on and do some great things, and I may go on and move a different path. But if I got your phone number, I'm not gonna put what I think about you on the internet, but instead I'll call you and we'll have that disagreement, or we'll have that discussion, and we'll have that conversation like men, and then we'll go from there. But as far as the content creation stuff, I'm cool with it. Another thing that you addressed is you said that I did a reaction video or some reaction videos about you, which I do a lot of reaction videos about a lot of people when people send it to me, and it's a good content. And I will admit, you are a really good content creator, and there are some things that you've done that I thought that, hey, we can have some insight and have a conversation about, because anything that you put online should be able to be addressed, right? And so that's what I did. I don't feel no type of way about you. I think that you're a cool dude. I think that you're a good content creator. And whatever personal information that you put out there about yourself, that's what I react to. And to be honest with you, I'm going to be absolutely real with you. As far as friends don't let friends crash out, about what you addressed, about what I said, about what you said, or whatever that was, it's the truth. If your homies really loved you and they with you in real life, and they see you about to do something that is not going to be good for you long term, friends don't let friends crash out, bro. It's the truth. It's the facts. So, you want to kick it with me, we can kick it. You want to connect, we can connect. You want to live stream, we can live stream. I think you a cool dude. I don't have no beef with nobody. And as far as Charleston, again, I think that y'all probably need to hash that out or figure that out. I don't know if it's just content. I don't know if it's real personal that y'all airing it out with. But I ain't trying to have no beef with nobody. When I see people that I may have had a disagreement with in real life, we chop it up, we figure it out, and then we move on with our life. Now, as far as what he got going on with Woody, that's between him and Woody, I don't know nothing about that. I'm just now starting to become familiar with it. He didn't discuss it with me personally, and I'm just now really starting to find out about it. But again, y'all need to figure that out. If Woody is cool, you cool. If you was personally offended by something that he said, I don't know what else to tell you. God bless you. I love you. Let me know if you need anything, bro. If you want to connect, if you want to create some content, it's all love this way. And unless I really have some real beef with somebody, I ain't on that type of time, man. I'm about getting money, having a good time, and trying to do the things that's productive and conducive for my life. So let me know, bro. I love you. Friends don't let friends crash out. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.